Hello, Bl'Artagnan here with the Lamia Queen Heretics Lufenia Plus. We're bringing one last team featuring Vayne, Ace, and Ketshi. The main reason I wanted to do this is because I feel like I've been running a ton of Vayne on a team that we've been referring to colloquially as the 1% team, because it features Vayne BT+, Bartz BT+, and Cloud Darkness BT+ friend. So I wanted to change it up and try Vayne on a team that doesn't require 2 greens minimum to make work. So we got our Ace here with the LD. We got an Ace friend with BT+, I will admit. Because, I mean, you know, in this day and age, who doesn't use a BT+ friend? Could use Twins, but I did use Twins for the first run of this and found that it was like, man, that was not really a showcase. That was just kind of using Twins to crush the fight as a friend unit. So I wanted to change it up a little bit. Kind of annoying it actually targeted Ace there. But yeah, there's Vayne definitely I'm finding to be a fun green to use, but not a powerful one compared to the other options. And I think it's a kind of weird balancing act you have to do when evaluating him, because he's very fun and he's powerful, but compared to the opportunity cost that you kind of have to pay to use him over greening Bartz, greening Ace, greening even Zidane, who I am not super high on as far as a BT+ goes, I feel like with Vayne, you're kind of giving up a bit for that. That said, he's pretty fun, and if you are willing to put in the investment, he can definitely work, even on teams where you aren't just stacking him with a bunch of other overpowered BTs. He actually works really well with Ketshi for a couple of reasons. One subtle thing is that Ketshi gives crit damage, or not crit damage, a crit chance bonus, so Vayne, his passive crit damage bonus that he gets from his EX, which people often overlook, is always up, so even if they gain Brave, you don't have to worry about him. That's, I think, part of the reason you may have seen people fail to break with his skill, re-break with his skill 2, because like it'll unbreak the guy and then he just won't be able to shave the remaining Brave, is because he does less damage when he's not critting, and when you're not broken, you're not critting. So she helps with that. Nice little thing there. Obviously, his LD just helps because Vayne has a decent number of Brave hits in his kit, and, you know, his buffs last a long time, and his little auras. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's. I'm finding that it was a good investment to pick up that Ketshi LD to go with Vayne. I originally did it because Dreamy, formerly of the Tomberry Troop, and one of the most delightful people in the DFFOO community, loves Ketshi, and I wanted to kind of just do right by him, but I'm finding he's actually pretty good on his own. This, my thinking with the Ace friend and with the Ace LD unit is it's similar to the Vayne core thing. Basically, Ace benefits from you being able to take just a few more actions than you would organically get because of the way his cards count down, and Vayne can also make that happen. So those are the thinking bits here. Those are kind of my thought processes. Of course, as you've seen in some of my other videos, Vayne also is a good fit on those on the 1% team, because he is quite good at riding effects. Very, very good at taking a shit ton of free turns. You're going to see this. This is going to be a higher turn count fight than some of the other Vayne runs I've done, but it's still going to be a good deal lower than a lot of the kind of non-overpowered team runs I've seen. You know, a lot of teams going to the 50s and stuff. We're going to be a nice, healthy, under sub 40 kind of situation. Another little handy thing here, we got that Insta Break. Thank you, Ketshi. Yeah, haven't really been talking too much about what's going on gameplay-wise here, but you can probably see and figure it out basically from what we've done. What we've done. We kind of are playing into the fact that the boss is definitely going to cleanse, and so we're just kind of accepting that. Trying to get as much damage as we can from our burst effect. Vayne's going to be trying to ride that Ace burst effect as much as he can. There's kind of a push-pull of sorts where he wants you to get that burst effect from Ace as long as possible, but we also, once the blind stud falls off and we lose that debuff, the defense debuff it provides, it's going to suck a bit. So this seems like the right time to use Vayne's burst weapon. The regular burst phase, that's what we're calling it. Yeah, the burst phase. Oh, as for how we dealt with the mannequins earlier, you'll see we used the RCL base call, and we used just a mix of HP silencing them and just damaging them and killing them and breaking them, and, you know, turn manipulation. A lot of fiddly bits. One thing I will say with Vayne is, without a whole lot of support, his damage is pretty embarrassing. Although, I guess, if you view that in ignoring the fact that we're in summon right now, or no, we're in the burst phase right now. Normally, that burst of 3 bursts of 86 damage, 86k would have counted as like 1 turn because of his Conqueror's power. So I guess it kind of works out okay as far as like a just unpowered hit goes. It's not amazing though. I don't know. I've invested pretty heavily into this character because I enjoy using him. I'm trying to understand how he works and what his strengths and weaknesses are and whatnot. Another trick with Ketchi, his Brave Plus attack is actually way better than his HP Plus, and honestly better than most of his... It's better than Toy Soldier. Like, if you're gonna press a button on him for anything other than refreshing a buff, press his Brave Plus. You'll be glad you did. Now, Vayne isn't hitting for a whole lot Brave damage-wise, but we actually have a fair amount of HP damage up between Ketchi's like 30% and Vayne's own, I think 10% to the party and 10% to himself, so it all kind of adds up nicely to provide a hit that is not as embarrassing as you would have expected. Another side piece here is I'm trying to keep the mannequins alive as long as possible to get these ace traps to trigger off them and splash damage onto the Lamia Queen. Bada boom. I will later find that probably wasn't the right time to use. Actually, no, I had to refresh the buff, didn't I? Yeah. Now, in an ideal world, something I keep failing to do in this is I want to kill the Lamia without killing the mannequins first, so that she doesn't full heal them. But obviously, Ace is an AoE monster, and so as you can see, that's not really going to be possible. But we're making some good progress here. Let me know if you're this far into the video. Let me know in the comments below whether you prefer commentating on the gameplay or commentating more generally on, you know, I guess state of the game kind of stuff, character evaluation stuff, or you know, thoughts moving forward, what have you. I definitely found the Twins friend to be a little bit overbearing for this stage. It kind of takes a lot of the thought work out of it, but that happens. You know, most stages, you know, when they're designed for a given character, that character's going to kind of clap that stage, and that's just how it goes. I was surprised the friend unit does it as hard as it does. You know, I know we talked about, you know, oh, X-Death friend unit was required for the X-Death PT fight, but he didn't like single-handedly demolish that fight. You needed to work around the fact that you had the X-Death friend to manage the orb. Twins just kind of manages the orb and the enemy's HP, which is why I decided to bring that Ace friend here. As far as a character goes, Twins is weird for me because with damage dealers are always an interesting thing to appraise, because, you know, there's that you need to be able to do damage, and you need to be able to do it consistently at the right level that the stage needs, and Twins can do that. I don't know if they really bring enough that I'd go out of my way to get them if I wasn't a World of Final Fantasy fan. They are cute and funny, I like that. But, I don't know. Right now they feel like they're just kind of a damage dealer with a good BT effect. You know, I mean, they're perfectly viable, but the other stuff they bring outside of 3-target fights is not that exciting. And in 3-target fights, you know, they happen. 2 targets the most common. Twins will be doing good there, but they won't be doing crazy good. So I don't know if, like, I don't know. Don't know if I've quite been impressed enough by Twins that I'd be like, oh yeah, no, they're the damage unit to chase. They're the one to go for. There, compared to like Ace, whose power and usefulness stays the same in a 2-target fight. I don't know. I ain't fully seeing it, but that said, they're not a bad character. I just find, as far as like, they occupy this weird space where I think they were probably overhyped. They're not quite as exciting as they sounded from all the hype. I mean, the Twins' friend is certainly nutso right now in 3-target fights, but I don't know. As we start seeing more if we see more 3-target fights in the future, I don't look ahead that far, so maybe there are more 3. Oh god, he failed to break. Well, that was embarrassing. And so egg on my face. Though the debuff fell off, not my fault. Here they are again. So that's, I guess, my thoughts on Twins. Is like they're good, they're fine, you can get them, but I feel like they're not as. They don't bring you to that next level. Outside of specific cases, you know, like when Tifa showed up, she's a single target monster, but she's such a single target monster that in a multi-target fight, she's still a good unit. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, here we're going to do something stupid. And we're just going to have Ketchi just kind of stall for you stall a bunch of turns on Blind Stud because we don't want that Warrior of Light mannequin getting revived. So we're just going to real quickly do a bunch of turn stalling to count down with Blind Stud to make sure that it is dead. Thank you, Mogdance. Just hoping and praying that it doesn't turn warp. There we go. But yeah, so I guess those are my thoughts. If you've watched through this late, thank you for watching, first of all. And yeah, let me know if preferences as far as, like, you prefer me commenting on the actual gameplay. I decided this time to do more of, like, a broader Vayne and Twins kind of think about. Talk about? Evaluate, I don't know. We're about to run into some technical difficulties because I was going through a tunnel while I was playing. But thank you for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, God. Anyway, we got through it. But I will see you in the next video, and that'll do it. Adios. Ah, shit, I forgot to say the stuff about liking and subscribing. Shit.